going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to, I guess, your Sunday night entertainment. Apologize, could not stream earlier this morning, but wanted to do a little end of the weekend recap here with my good friend Darkestnyte. So, Darkestnyte, how are you doing, sir? How has your weekend been?
I'm doing pretty good. Been a nice chill weekend. Lots of gaming that I got in, so can't go wrong.
Okay.
Even feel good, a little bit better about Splinterland. So I spent a lot of time playing some matches this weekend.
All right, fair enough. What other games are you playing this weekend? I know you just came from your raid.
Yeah, so Mirror 4, of course, right? So Mirror 4, I play every day, all day. It practically plays itself. I played Baldur's Gate a bunch. I did a couple of virtual reality dojo sessions, and
ooh, fun.
And I played Age of Empires with Keys earlier.
Oh, today?
Yeah, today.
That's awesome. All right. Well, hopefully he's able to make it as well. All right, we got DeFizz in the hood. We got Liberty Guy as well. DeFizz saying played a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3 also over the weekend. Yep. So you bought that recently. What do you think of it?
It's good, but it's I can tell it's very expansive.
Yeah, not your type of game.
Not exactly, right? So it's the top-down kind of, third-person view, and
yeah,
it just takes a little getting used to. I've been that D&D world. I feel like I grew up there, right? So I've read all those books and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool.
Hey, the D&D movie just hit Prime streaming. Is that worth watching? I feel like I asked you this already.
Theater. Yeah, I saw the theaters. It was a little too much humor in it for me.
Like I was trying to make it too like current, too Hollywood.
Yeah, too Hollywood. That's exactly
okay. Yeah. Well, I'll still watch it. I mean, Chris Pine seems cool. Yeah,
Chris Pine is a big name, right? So
yeah,
he played a part of it, kind of a clown.
Isn't Michelle Rodriguez in there too?
She is.
Dang, I haven't seen her since like the first Fast and Furious, which is a long ass time ago. Yeah. All right, William Pipkin is in the house. We got Icy Flow here as well. Good to see you guys. Yeah, this is a random Sunday night stream. I wasn't able to stream this morning, and then did I mention to you offhand, Darkestnyte, that like, oh, maybe we'll reconnect on Sunday evening. So
yeah, you did.
I was trying to like get ready for bed early, and I called Darkestnyte just to catch up, and he's like, so are we streaming? And I was like, what? But I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just go and catch up, see how things are going, because otherwise the next time will probably be on Tuesday, at which point, well, I guess we can pivot over to Splinterlands. What do you think's coming out this Tuesday, if anything? Nothing.
What's supposed to come out?
I don't know, but it's a maintenance window. It is the last maintenance window of August, which means we're probably not going to get land because land is still not on the QA server or on the map QA.
Yeah, you got to test that puppy. So, we talked a little bit over the weekend. What if land comes out and it wasn't really ready for prime time?
Yeah,
you got all the content you'll see all over the internet. So you want to get this right for sure.
Well, it would just be us like clicking buttons, being like, "Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, this doesn't work."
Yeah. Even if it goes to Mav, you're allowed to, still stream.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. So Cryptomancer was in Mav chat last night, kind of giving a little bit more, behind the scenes. I feel like he's been the most open out of anybody and everybody. I mean, just kind of sharing frustrations of all that. But he did say that he's like, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, he's like, we're so close. It's very soon.
Yeah,
but he did say like sometime later this week. So,
but again, why say anything? You didn't really need to say anything.
That's true.
Just don't say anything. Just say, you know what? There's did you ever read the actual book for Ready Player One?
Okay. Movie was phenomenal though.
Yeah. Well, then if you like the movie, you'll love the book.
I heard I need to read the book, and then I heard the second book was awful.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't even finish it. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
And that's rare that I won't finish a book.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that we should view them as like the Vatican when they're waiting for a new pope, and you go up to the little chimney, and then You're throwing the black smoke in, and you're waiting for the one that's the white. That means it's going to be released. Those are big times, right? So I think we're in the middle of those. They should have a graphic on their homepage that shows wood chips just flying, right? And when they stop, it lands ready.
Yeah, I guess I can't believe I fell for it again. Here I go next week, guys. It's coming. It's coming soon.
So I know it's all my fault though, because
Why
I
is it your
said,
fault?
hey, land in January 2024, and everybody laughed. And Aggie and Matt and Cryptomancer were like,
how does he know?
We're gonna make him right. I like Darkestnyte. We're gonna make him right.
How did he know our true timeline?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're gonna make Darkestnyte right for once.
There you go.
But how's your season going?
Season's going all right. I mean, I've been up and down. Thanks to you, I was actually able to make it up to champion with 8 days left. Although I did not advance. You and I talked about this earlier on the phone. It's just if I move to champ, I don't have enough SPS staked in champ 3 to get significant R shares. Like my multiplier drops off significantly. I also earn less SPS per win. And I'm just going up against like a harder opponent. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick around. And I have stuck around. Like, I think I was at like 36.91 earlier today. And then, of course, went on like a 5-game losing streak. But with there being, I think, less than 3 days left in the season, I'm probably going to make the jump at some point so I can get champ chest for next season. Yeah. Although it has been nice earning, a lot more diamond chests. I'm at 73 diamond chests versus usually I can only get like 40, 50 something champ chests. So
yeah. I mean, and I've seen some of your games, right? The competition is pretty good, but you're able to muscle your way through it a couple of times, right? So.
Yeah, I almost wonder, I actually wonder how much further along I'd be able to go if I use Battle Helper.
I can answer that question.
Like, because here's the thing, right? Like, I haven't used it, and I don't believe I have like a champion level deck because I don't even have a max diamond deck. Some of my cards aren't even max for gold. But it's just interesting to think about the fact that if I'm able to make it to champion, or at least close, like to the brink of champion, how much faster would I be able to do that? And how far within champion could I rise using Battle Helper? And, does that mean that everybody else that I'm up against is using it too? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that almost everybody is, but it's interesting because I think more of the automated play right now is over in Wild. The rewards are a lot lower, but they're more consistent, right? If you have a bot playing, it's super, super consistent. I think Modern should really be viewed as burst opportunities, right? Where if you win, you're going to get a bunch more SPS, at least double.
Yeah, I was like, I've never had an Xbot token, but part of me wanted to test out and see just how far my deck could go. Obviously, I can't use it in Modern, but I wanted to see how far it could go in Wild. Granted, I know that it's a completely different meta there because you open yourself up to all the other things. But I don't know. I mean, it's this. The thing is, this season's been like any other. If I can be honest with you, like you might appreciate this. I kind of miss botting, right? Yeah. Like, not. You know what it is? I think it's just been the general frustration, the delays and everything. And I'm just like, every time I log into Splinterlands and I'm like, oh, I only do a couple games, I'm just reminded that land's not here yet. Yeah. It's like, okay, I need to like step back, like focus on something else. Which was, Parallel was fun over the past couple of days. Yeah, so I just haven't had a chance to jump in and stream that. What's up?
Do you see how relaxed I look?
Yeah, I know.
I'm very stress-free.
You are. So I'm gonna take a page out of your book because I think I need to. Well, actually, I barely had a chance to like jump in at all this weekend. I think I did some content on Friday, and this is the first time that I'm coming back to it. But yeah, I would love to get into something that's just not. Maybe something that I'm just not so emotionally tied into. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Right. So.
Well, we can become emotionally untied to Splinterlands.
Yeah.
Each day land doesn't come out, it's just a little bit.
Then I have to adopt your mentality that it's not coming out until 2024.
Right. And still buying cards as a result of it, right? So
you want to tell people what you did today?
Well, let's start with the reason why first, right?
Sure.
So it's my theory that Rebellion won't come out until June of next year. right? Because we haven't really heard a whole lot about it. We saw a couple of things at Splinterfest, right? But nothing really big. I mean, we have tons and tons of cards out there that still need to be, dealt with, right? We saw what happened with Chaos Legion, right? They thought there would be more, players than there were. They printed too much, right? If they had printed too little, what would have happened? Maybe we would have been fine with Chaos Legion, right? So I just think that they're not going to release it. Definitely not this year, right? Because I think we originally said the earliest would be June. So for me, I said, if we're not going to get Rebellion, and that signals the rotation, right, for Untamed takes to rotate out. If we're going to be delayed for that, what does that mean for the current meta, right? And are there Untamed cards that I still want to, play with and win more matches with, right?
Sure, yeah.
So.
Well, hey, so you bought
a Mylar Curling.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I finished it off. But again, will I get the value from that card? I think so, the longer Rebellion doesn't come. Same thing for Kitty, same thing for Yogi.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, at this point, everything, like, and again, I don't mean to say this as like, just throwing shade to throw shade, but it seems like everything is delayed, and not in like a hyperbolic way. It's just like, okay, like Land was supposed to come out in June, right? Actually, it was supposed to come out hopefully earlier than that, right? And so therefore, like Rebellion coming out sometime in Q3 was the initial thought, because cards should have been soaked up by then, right? But we didn't get Land 1.5. We didn't get Land 2.0. We didn't even get 1.5 in June. Now we're trying to get 2.0 or 1.5 out sometime in September.
Yep.
And I don't know what the timeline looks like for 2.0. They're saying Q1 of next year. So fine, you give it 6 months, but then that kind of ties in perfectly with where you're at about like Rebellion, because I've been saying this from the beginning. I do not think Land 1.5 is going to soak up, cards in the way that people are expecting it to. In general, I don't think Land, at least the way that it's designed now, is going to necessarily do that. But let's say 2.0 incentivizes people to really go and diversify their resources and start like, building other things, Secret of Pretoria, all that. So if 1.5 doesn't do it, but 2.0 does, and that does come out by the end of Q1 next year, well, then we're looking at a Q2 release for Rebellion. So to your point, that's 9 months, right? Maybe even a full year, depending on when they actually get the implementation for it, which is kind of crazy. Now, here's the other thing that they completely have dropped in terms of like mentioning, but this promo set that's been touted over the last however many months, right? We haven't heard anything on that, but that's another thing that could delay Rebellion further.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, and that's the thing, right? So I know you say that things have been delayed. A lot of things have been delayed, but sometimes you can use that delay in your favor, right? So
I'm not saying negative, but I'm just saying like in a matter of fact way, right? Like I think you made a logical decision, even though I was like, why would you do that?
It's because it's a card that I keep losing to, right? And that I don't have one, right? So if I'm going to lose to it, I want to have it.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, let's catch up on some of the chat here. We got NC Charlie in the house. What do you think of Baldur's Gate? Oh, he's asking to Fizz.
I like it.
Big fan of the older ones. Yeah, what you have any thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3? Or you talked about already?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a little. Again, I'm only past the first quest, right? Mm-hmm. And so now I'm walking around this little elf town or whatever it is, or druid town. And
are you gonna jump back in at some point?
Probably tonight.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I should jump back into. I never finished Red Dead Redemption 2, but I just like leave these games and then I never come back to them, which makes me really sad. Because part of me is like, when I want to go back, but then I know the moment I go back, it's gonna be like deer in the headlights. I'm like, I have no idea where I left off or what's going on.
Yep. So, that's what happened to me in Cyberpunk, because when I finished it, they still had all the kind of bugs and everything like that. So I said, I'll go back later. A year later, they did an expansion, I think, or something I got. And so I logged back in and I'm like, first fight I got into, I died. I was like, I don't remember dying like that.
Well, the two games that I never finished were Red Dead Redemption and then Breath of the Wild. So
okay, Red Dead is awesome.
Yeah. You played it? Second one. I never played the first one, but I went straight to the second one because I heard it was probably one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
All right, so Liberty Guy did the same thing, stayed in Diamond. Icy Flow says, you're doing good. You don't have a max deck, and you're on par with me. Oh, well, sweet. We face off sometimes, Icy Flow. Those are some good games. All right, so Blockchain Project says, Yabaman was asked on Discord if he would join Town Hall tomorrow. He said no. I think tomorrow's Town Hall is going to be more soon and just more talk.
He's like, I'm out. I'll let them handle that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So
but we knew. Come on, we kind of knew that.
Well, he hasn't been on in 2 months. And he's supposed to come on like once a month. So this would be going. I mean, that's
he's working on land, man.
He's working on land. You know, he said something recently where people were talking about like, oh, you're developing. He's like, I don't develop anymore. I just design. I was like,
good going, man.
I was like, that's so specific. Throw it on a FARP. All right. I mean, you know,
I wonder where he's going for vacation.
Who, Farpatron?
Yeah,
he's in Alaska.
Oh, that's right.
He's been posting pictures of it. Yeah. He's got like a fishing trip or something with his dad. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, should be a good time. All right, TOS gets updated. Everyone will be. Oh, lost without battle, but you'll crush everyone. Yeah, maybe we'll see. I mean, TOS was. Oh, sorry, not TOS, but like battle. Xbox Battle Helper was turned off for a little while, right? In modern.
Yeah.
So, and I don't feel like I made it that much further. Oh wait, maybe that's why I did make it to champion earlier in this season, and then as soon as it turned back on, I was like, oh shoot, all right, knock back down.
You know what? That is kind of funny because you went up.
The timeline matches up now. Like retroactively thinking about it, the timeline matches up because I made it all the way down to like Diamond 2, and I was like, how did I get to champion earlier? All right, so Liberty Guy says, question about tower defense. I'm confused about the code handout from Double Coconut. I thought they were co-partners, so I'm assuming they are not involved anymore. I mean, everything we say tonight is going to be an assumption. But I don't think that you're wrong in your assumption, Liberty Guy. So, you know, the Discord channel for tower defense is deliciously salty. Like, you have Commander Chaos in there, who's like scouring the internet for new lawsuits popping up between, you know, Double Coconut and Splinterlands, and he's like, I'll report back. And I was like, oh man, I don't even want to know what he's going to find at this point.
That's the second time that legal action, you know, that we like just has come up like that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so
like that. So yeah.
I don't even. Like, is all that stuff just public? How does he even find something like that?
There's a lawsuit. You can go right. It's a public domain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we do freedom.
Well, I mean, even though he's looking, my hope is he doesn't find anything, because I would. Here's the thing: if it ends up going to some kind of lawsuit, I don't think we're going to see the game for a very long time, right? Because there's going to be some kind of legal battle. I don't think they're going to put the code out that belongs to another company. So hopefully that's not the case. But I don't know. It's just that's just where the community's at in terms of what they're expecting. All right, I'm loving it. Been playing with 3 friends, so I have 4 playthroughs going on at the moment. Oh, they're talking about Baldur's Gate. Icy Flow says there will still be back-end work to tower defense, setting up reward pools, setting up payout systems, hosting the game. Yeah, it was only turned off in champ. Oh, interesting. Okay. TV equals champ leaderboards. Yeah, it was only champ leaderboards. And I think you saw that once you got up there, right? Hey, congrats to you though. Look at you at what, number 5 on the leaderboards?
What? Am I still?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what you told me earlier.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I am there right now. But I can go.
Gather the magic. It's good to see you. TD equals terribly delayed. Oh man. So yeah, I don't like. I guess this puts us in a weird spot in terms of like I honestly don't know what to expect for the rest of the year. Like let's play a fun hypothetical game, or as fun as it can be. Darkestnyte. We are entering into September. It's the back third of the year, 4 months, right? What are your expectations for anything coming out in the game, right? Like realistically over the next 4 months. Yes, hopefully we're going to get land at some point between now and January.
We're supposed to get a new promo card, right? So let's see what that's going to look like.
Oh, I think they scrapped that already.
Really?
Well, they said they're not even focusing on it because they're focused on land.
But they made a commitment to get us one every quarter.
You're not wrong, but somebody asked about that on the last Town Square Town Hall, and they said they're not focused on it right now until land is done. So,
okay. So then until land's done. So when they mean done, do they mean 1.6,
No,
1.5.
1.5. But so let's assume 1.5 does actually make it out in some shape or form by the end of September. Between like October and the end of the year, what do you think is going to come out, or maybe what would you like to see come out?
So,
and that could include 1.6 if you think 1.6 will make it.
I think 1.6 would probably be the most valuable thing, right? But then definitely a holiday promo card, right? Got to see that. What else? I think we may get Battle Pass. I would like to see that.
Really? Yeah. Are we even focused on Battle Pass right now?
Not really, but I'd like to see it, right? If they can get.
Oh, I'd like to see it too. I feel like the only thing that Weirdbeard has talked about is like new game modes, but it's like, do we have enough time if they're starting to focus and like code it in October? Would that be done by the end of the year?
There's nothing really left because November's holidays, December's
holidays. Like the second half of November, you already start like the holiday season, people traveling or people off.
Yeah, if they stopped at 1.5 and said, hey, we're going to take off the rest of the year and, we're going to kind of look at the schedule, rebalance a couple of things, and they have no deliverables, maybe they could start doing some, they have a, bug list. They can start knocking some of that stuff out and just take a break.
All right. So there's nothing, you don't think anything else is going to make it up? Not even 1.6?
I mean, it'll be nice, but I wouldn't expect it.
Fair enough.
I mean, we really wanted, right, after a sprint to get done with 1.5. We need a break after that.
Well, they were saying a month to a month and a half, 4 to 6 weeks between 1.5 and 1.6.
Yeah.
But I just it's like I don't know if they've even started to code it yet, let alone like look for the bugs, Yeah. So my hope is that they can get 1.6 out by the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to be done in 4 to 6 weeks. I think if anything, it'll be like that'll be the final thing in like December before people go on vacation or off for the break.
Hey, did we? So you made me think of something with the break. What are the exact dates for the split Atlanta meetup?
We don't have them yet.
Okay, but we're close to what were we thinking about?
Okay, if we're just gonna air it all here publicly, I mean, I was shooting for the last weekend of October,
which I'm good with.
You're good for. I'm good for. Several people are. Keys is trying to get it pushed into November.
Still good with that.
Sometime. Well, he's trying. Oh, actually, Keys is about to jump on. He said 5 minutes.
Oh, so here we go.
So Keys wanted to push it to the first weekend of November, which I said I'm not good. And when I talked to you, you said you're not good either.
Oh, that's right. I have a campsite. That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's like after that, it's like the second weekend of November, if that's what we want to do. I mean, it's not a matter. I mean, yeah, I guess after that, it's like holidays and stuff. I think it'd be really tough. But well, he's gonna be on. So if he can't, if he can't do October 28th weekend, then maybe we discuss second weekend of November. And if a good amount of us are good, then maybe we go with that. Yeah, we can give that a try. Cosmos is saying Soul Keep Q2, Q3 2024. So about a year from now.
That's reasonable. Yeah, I'd say that's reasonable.
I'm calling it.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I'd say closer to Q3 than Q2.
You think it's going to take a full year for Soul Keep?
Yeah. You
sold your packs, though, so you don't care. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I didn't mean to out you, but...
Okay. It's all the blockchain. If anyone wants to see what
that's true. That's true. Actually,
there's no anyone cutting it. It's hey, did you see that on the blockchain?
Yeah.
Hey, Darkestnyte, I know.
I guess people could look it up. Oh man, look at me holding my packs like a dummy. No, I'm still getting SPS, so I'm not. I don't.
And that's the thing, right? That's the piece.
Yeah. All right. So Gather Magic, good things are worth the wait. Land announcement tomorrow. Oh. Gather the Magic is always
ready. Yeah, just don't.
Gather Magic is just always like so optimistic, and I feel bad because I feel like they're gonna let you down tomorrow. Gather the Magic. I mean, here's the thing. I think if Matt's not on the town hall tomorrow, my guess is that he will be on the next town hall, which will be the second weekend of September, and we get land then mid-September. And the reason I'm hoping for Matt to be on is because I want him to talk about Secret of Praetoria. I want him to convince people to go and get research tokens.
Nah, he's a design guy. That's why he's not going to be there. Tell us about the design of Secret.
Yeah, well, no, but I want him to tell us what is he designing for Secret of Praetoria. It hasn't been designed yet.
No, which may be the problem for land right now, right? They might be. How do you tie something to that future state? And Matt probably has some things that are going to be requirements.
Yeah, but I would still want something because right now, it's just I don't know. Like, how many people are going to go with the "Trust Me, Bro" thing?
Maybe a year ago we would have. I don't think right now.
Yeah, I'm going for SPS and grain just to feed my guys. All right, so Math Chat, have you seen they're handing out bingo cards with town hall keywords for tomorrow? Oh gosh, nice. I can't imagine what these look like. Hold on, I want to see. What are the top words? Soon and very soon. It's got to be something ridiculous like that.
I thought that was a joke when I saw it. So.
Here. So town hall bingo, salty. Land 2.0, Land 1.5, Stoked, Hype, Bear Market, Flywheel, Battle Helper. Oh my God, this is great.
That's awesome.
I want one. Tell somebody to make me one, please. All right, so Atlanta Meetup Q4 will be the highlight for SPL.
And then Manila.
We'll hopefully get a date for that. And then Manila. I'm thinking they need to release something to make money for the company. You're not the only one thinking that, NC Charlie. Yeah. Which kind of puts into perspective the whole, if Rebellion's not coming out until next year, how's the company making money, Darkestnyte? It's just on fees?
Skins.
Selling me. Oh, that would be nice. If they could get some skins out in Q4, that'd be you could buy yourself a nice Christmas present.
And that already
exists.
Up that
Lily shield paw.
They already have a shop for it and everything. Get you some of that artwork that they have.
Mm-hmm.
That's already been made.
Yep.
I know they have a hidden Lily somewhere. Lily's new alternate Lily skin hidden somewhere. That's what I want to my promo.
I know. You want your. All right, so I think Matt said he's working on the white paper for 2.0, which should include more details on research.
Yeah.
That's supposed to come out in August too. Or at least that's what Aggie said earlier this month. But, September is the new August because apparently even Bitcoin thinks so, since we're down this month already.
Yeah, I mean, get it out of the way, right? Hey, play a match real quick. Let's see if you can get a little closer to your goal. Yes, you lost the last three, right? Hey, you lost against it.
Oh, hey.
Damn.
I've lost against. Wait, who's Sophia 06 in our guild?
Yeah, it's one of our guilds.
Do you know who that is? Are they active in the Discord?
Yeah, they're active.
Oh, okay. Well, GG's, I guess. All right, so I'll get the live battle helper here. I kind of want to go. All right, so this is a lot of mana, so I'm thinking dragon. Or are you not allowed to help me?
You want something with stun for sure.
Oh, I don't have very many things with stun.
Your water. You should have something in water.
Yeah, water collar.
And you have 56, right? So you have plenty. You have plenty of.
No, but I mean, this dude is only 2 mana, and I don't have him leveled up. So So here's my. Let me ask your help for this before they turn off Battle Helper in Modern or TOS. Would you go with Dragon so you could throw Chaos Dragon into the mix, or would you go with Possibilis and go heavy?
I would probably go with Possibilis. Yes.
All right, done. That's where I was leaning to, because you can go with him and then Coastal Sentry in that second spot, which just feels real nice.
Yep.
I mean, we could even just go like throw in some legendaries there and feel really good.
Yep.
Throw in
Deep Lurker.
Deep Lurker, eight more mana.
And then your speed guy.
This guy? So, Supply Runner or Dr. Blight?
Supply Runner.
All right, fair enough.
Because it'll help the Phantom as well if they have Steam.
That is true. Well, actually, I put Supply Runner at the back. I put Phantom in front.
Ah, that's right.
But I threw O'Shaughnessy. Would you throw O'Shaughnessy?
Yeah, put him in all the time. He has that force field, man.
That force field comes in clutch, especially against an enraged demon shark.
Yep.
Ooh, hey, this is actually good for me in some ways because then I get to focus all my energy on one guy. Oh my god! And of course he has force field. But you know what? Actually, we're gonna be.
You're not getting a +1. You're not getting a +1. Oh, but you will after he enraged.
He'll be 1, and then he'll be enraged. Yeah.
But then Bosun will cure the enrage.
Well. Yeah, that's true.
Look at that.
Okay. Boom. Oh yeah, let's take it. Okay, come on. We got 1 trample already. Now, all right, sweet. 2 tramples in the house. All right. We're feeling good. Oh, with a retaliate.
There you go.
Beautiful. Okay, well, I lost my guy now.
That's right.
Oh, damn. It won't even get a chance to attack. Oh, that poison. But here we go. Oh, stuck the poison as well. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a brutal thing.
Miss. Oh, triple, baby. Let's do it. All right. Come on, Possibilis. Finish this off with a nice trample, baby.
Damn.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. All right.
Aren't you glad you did that?
I am glad.
Now let's see what you got. 30.
Was I being too was I being too much of a downer earlier?
No.
Oh, Keys is in the house. There we go.
Hey!
What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
You caught me in the middle of redecorating my background.
Oh,
still looks great.
Oh.
I'll be working on that. What's up, guys? How are you?
Doing good. Just hanging out.
Pretty good. Just hanging out, enjoying the weekend, or end of the weekend, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We were talking about, just land and kind of vacations and stuff like that. It's been pretty chill.
Actually, we were talking about Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right.
We were kind of settled on the last weekend of October, but I think you were requesting to push into November, right?
I'm in.
Yeah, but we don't want to, we want it to be.
We don't want to make it difficult for you. Also, if you want, we could totally take this conversation offline.
No, I'm in.
Okay,
for
last weekend.
Okay.
So what is this? October. Okay, so now for folks, anybody who's interested. All right. October 27, 28, 29 weekend. Looks like we're going to make that work. I'm going to start looking for tickets then.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just a short drive down for you, right, Keys?
Yeah, like 2.5 hours or so.
Nice.
All right. And it's like 0 for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also don't have to make like beignets or anything.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about
it. My son still talks about the trip we took to visit Darkestnyte, and he made beignets and he made steak sandwiches. Ooh, my son, like the other day, he was like, "Those steak sandwiches Darkestnyte made were amazing." Like randomly on like a Tuesday, he said it.
Where did you get? Where did you get like the recipe for beignets? When did you start doing that?
I just looked it up online and said I can do that.
Was this after a trip to New Orleans, or did you go to France?
Oh, yeah. So we had just got. I think I told you.
Did you go to France?
And my son, he said, "Hey, remember those beignets?" I said, "Yeah, I really would like some beignets." And I just looked up the recipe. It's super easy, and you can have fun with it. Yeah, you can have a lot of fun.
I mean, because that's how, like whenever I go to New Orleans, was it Cafe Du Monde?
Cafe Du Monde.
That's always a must.
I like how Darkestnyte says it.
I know. I feel so uncultured. Like he said it like
Cafe Du Monde
after me, and I just shut up because I was like, oh yeah, that's not. I don't know what I'm saying. I said it like a stupid American. Cafe Du Monde.
All right. Well, hey, you are American though.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, every adjective in there was true.
No.
All right.
I disagree with the stupid.
Maybe some days. All right. Cool. So we're set for that. That's exciting. All right. So Atlanta.
Yep.
Atlanta 2023. What are we doing?
Sooner than land.
Bro, if we're there and there's no land out yet, I think
it'll be a roast. The team has to come and hang out with us in Atlanta.
We'll all be there. we'll all be there playing Baldur's Gate or something.
Oh, yeah, it's like, no, we're definitely going to have a tournament, right? We're definitely going to have a tournament.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll set up a tournament for sure. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
So the question will be, will we allow remote people to come into the tournament, or will it just be local?
I think we should probably just keep it local.
Or both.
Or maybe both. Yeah, well, let's see what the let's see what the attendance will look like, because at the end of the day, I'm scheduling this not as like some major event.
Yeah.
This started with me like, yeah, I need to come and visit you, and then Keith is like, I'll drive down, and then all of a sudden everybody in like Florida and the Southeast was like, hey, I'm not that far from Atlanta, so I was like, all right, let's see who's gonna be there. Yeah, we can have some fun with it. Turn into an event.
Darkestnyte, you're my friend.
Is that one of your shirts?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretoria shirt.
So, Keys.
Yes.
How are you feeling overall? I asked Darkestnyte this question earlier. So, sorry, let me not ask such an open-ended question.
I was about to say I'm a little sore from tennis.
Okay. Well. Assuming we get LAN 1.5 in sometime in September, what would you like to see? What do you think we'll see in the last quarter of the year as the team kind of hopefully shifts focus onto newer, bigger, and better things?
That is an excellent question. And I love how you just assume it's not in August.
It's not, though. There's no way they're going to launch it this Tuesday if it's not even on Mass yet.
Way.
Possibly.
Also, Farbertrod's on vacation. I wouldn't blame them for not launching it this week.
But I also feel like,
part of me is going to come out.
Part of me feels, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything, obviously.
Oh boy.
But
okay.
If I was I do marketing, PR, stuff like that. So if I was Splinterlands and I was in their position at this moment, and I had a product that I knew was ready to go, instead of putting it on my MAV server and testing it there, I would try to launch it to the public all at once, surprise them, and it will just make all the FUD evaporate if they surprise us. Everybody will be like, they delivered in August,
Yeah,
it's a good move, but that's assuming it's done.
That would make me nervous, because it's just like, oh, what bugs are people gonna find? And then Farbertrod's not here. But hey, man, you know what? I'm all in for surprise and delight. So you guys heard it here first from Walking Keys. Land is coming August 29th and no later.
And if my account gets hacked a week after that, I'm gonna blame Walking Keys.
What? How did all this happen?
Why would you get hacked?
What did you do? All right, so here's what I want to answer your question, though. I would love to see a very relatively quick follow-up to 1.5 with 1.6.
Okay.
Because 1.6 really includes everything we thought was coming to 1.5 back in February. So it would be nice to see that pretty soon. And I feel like they've been working on land. They're not just going to stop and do something else and then deliver 1.6. I think they'll release the whole team from, working on it to just land people working on it, and other people will start doing everything else. What I would like to see is some type of promo card. I would love the promo card to be some tied around land somehow, like a beneficial land card, like a card that has benefit on land. And then I would like to see a new game mode, something different, a battle pass, draft mode tournament. One of these things that Weirdbeard has been talking about for a long time. I think there's a few of those that you could pull off relatively quick without a whole lot of work. Mm-hmm. Something like the battle pass would be probably much larger.
Yeah. There's a lot of design on that.
Yeah, because you're going to have graphics, you're going to have all kinds of stuff. But for something like just some type of draft mode tournament where you buy packs and you burn or you open them all and you use those cards as your turn, or like whatever. I don't know. But something like that. I would love to see a new game mode. And then I think Gank talked about the value of putting Rebellion out sooner than later. I would love to see possibly that set or the whatever promo set they were talking about come out near the end of the year or sometime around then.
See, I'm predicting anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying what I would like to see. I'm not predicting what will come.
That would be nice. But I mean, my take on it was the Rebellion set needs to come when we see an influx of players, like a massive one, right at that time.
I mean, I think that's right too. And I'm hoping kind of those two coincide, to be honest. Like if we had a new game mode, right, that helps people learn how to play, like that'd be the purpose of that game mode. And it would be fun for us. Like if it was a draft mode or something like that, you know, you're picking whatever cards are there and you're learning how to play without having to go through like a tutorial session or something like that. Yeah. So if we have something like that, that really helps. And then Chaos Legion cards are the cheapest cards out there. And a new Rebellion would push Untamed out of Modern. So then it's even easier for new people to come in and start playing. But I do think that you're right though, Darkestnyte, that Rebellion needs to be timed maybe right before. I mean, we're not going to be able to time the market, but you know, we know the halving is coming and we know there's traditional, you know, I don't know, market fluctuations around that time. So maybe we just time it that way, but it will help, I think.
A lot of folks think that the halving is going to be somewhat front run this time, just because Bitcoin is more widely known. So like early next year, we could see a run up as people try to get ahead of it and accumulate and see a price run up, which could, you know, time well for, I guess, Land 2.0. Because I think Darkestnyte and I are on the same wavelength here, where it's just like, I don't see Rebellion coming out until we soak up a ton of cards off the market. If you think Land 1.5 can do it,
I'm hoping it will.
Well, okay, so if you believe Land 1.5 can do it on its own, then yeah, maybe we see Rebellion by the end of the year. But I'm not convinced. I mean, I haven't seen enough like activity or excitement. I think 2.0, when it brings the diversity of resources and all that, because like right now people are just like, they're gonna leave their land, all of their common land that they don't care about, they're just gonna leave that and focus on the high level ones. Whereas when 2.0 comes out, they're going to look at their entire stack of like 100 plots and be like, oh wait, I only have one forest and I'm going to need some wood, so let me get somebody on there, right?
Well,
so that I don't have to go buy this.
Well, I mean, the common lands, I think. So all right, so how many plots do you have after Sam? 3. Darkestnyte,
I'm not a good example, but
you're a great example. Darkestnyte, how many? 20, and I've got I don't know, like 25. I'll probably fire up or so. I mean, how many are you going to fire up on day one?
13.
That's it? What are you doing with the rest?
I'm going to see if the price spikes up and then sell it. Maybe.
Fair enough. After sound. You're only firing up one?
I mean, just to keep.
You're not firing all of them?
I mean, fine, 2, I guess.
Well,
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait and see I'm gonna wait and see like how things shake out, because the keep is a big X factor for me. Like if the keep can provide enough grain, then I'll take the other 2 and I'll mine SPS with it. But if the keep is running and for some reason I just don't have enough grain for anything, then I'll get the other 2 up and running to get grain.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Because the other 2 are just common, and I don't have the monsters or the backlog or catalog in order to like get the maximum amount from those. So I'm really just focusing my production on the keep for now.
I mean, that makes sense. The way I see this is so 25 of my plots, almost all of them are common. A few of them are rare. 1 epic, 1 occupied, 1 magical common, a couple magicals. So anyway. So nothing special, but I would rather have that many fired up and running on day one because of the first mover advantage with Land.
For SPS, you mean?
No, For
What,
everything.
what else is first mover though?
So if you get in there, so even with the common land, you're going to have to spend time clearing your land. And I don't have my best card is like a gargoyle line or something like a gold. Like it's like a 4,000, PP card.
Yeah.
That's my best. And most of what I'm going to put on land is around 1,000. And so I am going to spread it wide. I'm going to fire them up. Whichever ones are doing magical are just going to do, or whichever magical plots are just going to research. Whichever are my occupied is obviously getting my best stuff. But everything else is going to be primarily grain or SPS where available. And so I'm just going to play it out. But I think it's going to be important to be able to have your plots cleared, have a building kind of started, or pick a route or whatever. Because in the beginning, SPS is going to be more plentiful than ever. And we know that grain is going to have fluctuations in different regions. So, people are going to still figure it out. And still accumulating it right now could be very valuable in the future if you make a bigger move. So if you buy 2 or 3 good cards, put them on a plot, now you're consuming a lot more grain, but it doesn't matter because you have a lot to pull from. So this time during this whole 1.5 time before 2.0 is really truly the accumulation phase. This is when you dive in and you just put whatever you can on land, whatever plots you can, and just let them work. Let it work in the background, claim whenever you can or whatever, however it works. But you only need 5 cards per plot, So after sound, you have 3 plots, just putting.
Yeah, you're right. I'll probably end up firing all 3 of them.
Yeah,
it's just I haven't focused on what's gonna go there yet because it's like I may end up pulling cards out of my actual deck, right? If I'm like, oh, all of a sudden, hey, returns are good. Let me pull this gold card out of my deck and then just replace it with a regular foil card.
Well, the thing is, one of the assets for this game for Praetoria is time crystals, right? Literally buying time to advance your stuff. So if you start and clear plots now and work them, you're basically accumulating time for your plots. So time has an actual value in this game. It's through time crystals, and they're going to be expensive. So starting early and being able to work a plot and accumulate whatever you can, you're basically saving yourself buying time crystals in the future to catch up to where you would have been if you just start. And I think that's the reason people are going to catch on pretty quick and be like, oh shit, common land is going to be worth something if I just fire it up and do research on it. And all of a sudden you're going to see everybody run, like all of us, people like us, they're going to fire up every plot they have. And then you'll be able to sell them if you have it cleared or not cleared. And there's going to be values for that. And it'll be associated to time. So if it takes about a week to clear a plot, then whatever time crystals are, that's going to kind of be represented in the difference of price between an uncleared plot and a clear plot. So having more land and having it just running right now, I think is a great thing. And I think that's why more people are going to sign up, get it fired up than not. Sorry.
Yeah, and even as a keep holder, right? You aren't going to start making taxes until all that land is cleared.
Until they start getting stuff. True.
Yeah, so fire it up early, you're going to be burning grain, right? But not getting any benefit from it.
I'm surprised you're only doing 13 Darkestnyte.
Well, that's in my main retirement.
Oh, your main. Okay. Your main retirement committee.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because I think big region holders might not fire up all their plots, but all of us players, which make up the majority of the players, like you said, Darkestnyte, so many of the holders, like under 100 holders, hold like 80% or something like that, whatever you said. So all the rest of us, we're going to claim most of our plots, or work them.
Yeah.
So I think the number's going to be pretty high. Gank says 50%. That's the highest I've heard.
I hope he's right.
I hope he's right, but let's be real. Gank's predictions always tend to be a little on the bullish side. I'm still waiting for Chaos Legion to sell out in 24 hours. All right, hold on. Let me
did take a 50% dip in that. from prediction time until
Fair
it
enough.
dropped. But
fair enough.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
No, we love Gank. I'm just saying Gank. Like Gank is just he's like everything. The high end of the optimism spectrum. Like whatever he says, it's like I hope that it happens.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got to be Papa Bear somewhere, right?
The yin to his yang.
Yeah.
And this is your channel, brother. You do whatever you want.
I suppose so. All right. So let me catch up on some of the chat here. Aaron B says, I really want to see that white paper 2.0. Yeah, that'll be fun to dig into. Man, if we get that around the same time as the launch of Land 1.5, I'll be happy. Harry says vouchers are a ticking time bomb of future value. I think they're under 3 cents right now. What's up, Stock Jockey?
Hey,
Coneheads are from France. Jobby
France.
Saints in the house.
We come from France.
Yeah.
Who said the Coneheads? Have you seen Coneheads?
Yeah, that's Dan Aykroyd.
Time ago. That was Stock Jockey. Brandon says New Orleans cuisine is the best. Try the debris sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
The roast beef that falls into the. Ooh, okay, fair enough. Yep. New Age. We'll get in touch with you and figure out once we figure out plans, or just get in touch with me via Discord. We'll get more details then. A voucher store with skins.
Me
yes.
too.
Something to use my vouchers on. What's going on, Liverpool fan? Good to see you here. Promo land card sounds cool, says Charlie. Yeah, Battle Pass would be really cool. What's up, Skyer? Yeah, Battle Pass would be a good way for them to make money. I don't know how many people would buy it. How much would you spend on Splinterlands like a month? 20 bucks?
29 to 35 bucks.
Okay, let's go on the high end. So 30 bucks. Let's just say $30. How many players are active in the game right now?
10. No,
2K.
No, I'd say about 2,000 to 3,000.
Okay, yeah. So let's go on the high end. 3,000, of which we know not everybody's at the same financial level, but let's assume all of them are willing to pay $30 a month, which is $360 a year to Splinterlands. Hold on, I have to do the math in my calculator because I'm not that smart. 30 times what's it? 3,000. So that'd be 90 grand a year. Is that enough to pay a developer?
Yeah.
To do what? Battle Pass?
I mean, just to work.
I guess what
I'm trying to point out is that it's only $90,000 in revenue per year. It's not that high. It's a nice little add-on, but I think their main sales are still, or main revenue is still going to come from pack sales, right?
Well, I think yes, and that's kind of the genius of land, though. If it eats up cards at a high rate, then you can have more pack sales.
True.
So, and then
will have more.
Yeah, and like modern, keeps moving, keeps changing the goalpost. So you got to keep getting the cards. But I think that there's opportunity in finding unique value in things like for a land card, if it had a 4x multiplier if it was put on a common land, and then it had a 3x if it was put on a rare, and then it had a 2x on an epic plot of land, and then 1x on a legendary.
A promo card?
Yeah, so that way it's incentivizing you to put it on common plots.
Yeah.
So then it would incentivize people to go out and pick common plots up because
how many people who have legendary plots will be pissed that there's something there that can get a 4x while they only get a 2x?
Yeah, but it's still 4x of like 1,000 because it's a common. So it would be like a 4K card. So then you could price it for $40 and get your $40. So from the company standpoint, but the company needs to find ways to build in consistent revenue outside of just these things. That's why I love the idea of skins. That's why I love the idea of other digital assets. Yeah, that can be that really don't cost the company anything else in creativity and time.
Yeah. Oh shoot, the Fizz called me out on my math. I forgot to multiply it by 12. So that's 90 grand in a month. That's actually a significant amount. But do you think we have 3,000 paying players?
I'd say maybe 20% of it.
Okay.
Not yeah, but if it's a good promo, if it's a good battle pass or whatever it is, then I have 2 accounts. If it's really good, I might buy it on both.
Sure.
Or if it can stack or whatever it is.
We talk about Battle Pass a lot, but what's on your Battle Pass wish list, Darkestnyte? Like what like from other games, or you Walking Keys, like what have you seen in other games that you'd want to see on a Battle Pass here?
So they reward you for going to different modes, right? So play in a tournament, play in 3 tournaments, play. We have part of it now, right? We have a daily, our daily quest, right? Or a focus quest. Those are kind of like a battle pass because you get rewards as you work through the quest, right? So the basis of it is still there, but it'll be more interaction, right? It wouldn't just be for winning a certain game with a certain card. It would be, hey, do this thing, play in 5 tournaments.
Well, those would be the requirements. Well, what kind of rewards do you want to see for doing those requirements?
Unique cards, right? Lots of skins, more energy, things that I buy now. Maybe get
that'd be cool.
Maybe get some credits, get some DEC, SPS, and all those things. Maybe even get a modifier, right? So a couple of modifiers for doing certain things in the game. For example, +1 mana for your next brawl. That would be a nice thing that I wouldn't mind using.
That'd be cool. So the reason I asked this is because I as like more and more stuff gets added in, I wonder if there's going to be this kind of reward inflation that ends up happening. Yeah. And so I'm wondering, like, for a player like yourself who like really enjoys the gameplay, who's competitive, how happy would you be if a lot of it was like purely cosmetic to like have a title that is soul bound to you, but you only get it for completing the battle pass. Nobody can buy it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Would that have value?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game for 3 years, right? 3 years, at least once a day, right? It's a lot of time invested, right? Yeah. But my screen looks the same as your screen, right? My experience I'm just saying, right? It's all the same, right? But if I could, for example, have a battlefield that can only be won in battle.
That was on your keep.
That was
on the grounds of your keep,
wherever. And when you battle me, if you don't have one of these borders or backgrounds or whatever, it defaults to what I have. And they could be, in theory,
that's cool.
And they could be pretty cool looking, right? So for me, it might be a dragon or death keep, right? Skulls, and it could be anything, but it'll look cool. And again, there's no value in it from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah.
But from a fun, hey, this is an experienced player I just played, and now I can see it right in the middle of the battle. That's a good thing.
Cool. All right.
I tell you, I love the power thing. Obviously there's the potions, the vouchers, the things like that. The cosmetic stuff I think is unique as far as what you could win. Not only the skins, but we have like so many things related to Splinterlands that we could tie in, like all of the NFTs that are on Hive Engine or whatever, or no, Hive Blog or wherever it is. Yeah, you could tie those in, or no, Splinter Talk, that's where they are. Tie those in as some of the rewards or skins that you can purchase to put on different things. And I do like the idea of having each season having a trophy that's a little unique. So you can start accumulating trophies by seasons that you're in, and they can literally charge like 99 cents now to participate per season. And then if you participate and you get X amount of wins during that season, you get the trophy, and it's just, and maybe even like extra power or something like that. Stuff that doesn't cost them money.
Something like that is so simple. Maybe not simple from a development standpoint, but simple in concept. Like if they charge you to participate $1, how many people would do that? And then it would incentivize them to keep on playing until they had 100 wins in champion or 100 wins in diamond. You know what I mean? And you get that. Even it could be as basic as saying like season, 58, right? Season 58, here's your trophy. Right? It doesn't need to be anything fancy, but now
just a 5 and an 8 in a unique way. Again, so each one's a little different.
Yeah, like the thing is, season 58 is like too basic, but my point is that it's a signifier that you were there for that specific season and you accomplished that goal. And then the flex factor will be like, hey, when I go to your, the hopeful, what's that called, trophy room that we have in the future, I'll be able to see that Darkestnyte got this trophy 58, 59, or like onwards. You know what I mean?
Yep. So, I mean, again, we already have it, right? Age of the Phoenix, I think we're in right now. It would be nice to have a signifier that I was around and playing for Age of the Phoenix.
Age of the Phoenix.
That's one thing I really like about Hero. They have badges that you can get that just show up on your profile when they look at your profile. And but they give them to you like just randomly for random things. Like obviously your birthday, the year, I got my year one, but completing sets, completing different things. Same thing we could do with with Splinterlands. You have the complete set of Chaos Legion. You have one of every single card. You get a completionist, and then it's like special if you're all max level, you know. So then you have people wanting just to go and get just that one thing, and
just to own it.
Shit, I'll go buy this legendary because all right, whatever, and then all of a sudden it starts eating away at cards that are in the market.
It's like, fine, I'll max out my Venari Heatsmith just for this award.
Man, who doesn't want to max a Venari Heatsmith?
Right?
I mean, so even look at you, man. You have a Rooney, but over your shoulder is a representation of that Rooney. You like it that much that it went from a digital world into the digital world into the real world, right? Mm-hmm. So, and that's a flex, man. It's a super flex. So,
Oh man, see, there's such good ideas here, and I don't know how long or how much time it would take to implement, but stuff like that would just make every season a little different. Just add a little spice, so it's not the same old like, all right, grind until I get to this point and then stop.
And would you care if it was 99 cents?
If it's 99 cents every 2 weeks, that's nothing. And they could
take an SPS.
Huh?
Pay for an SPS.
Pay for an SPS. I mean,
don't burn it. Company, take that money.
Yeah, company, take the money.
We want you to have that money. We want value for the money, but we want to give you the money.
I mean, hell, you could make it. So what is it? Charge 2,000 DEC, right? That's $2 at peg. And then if you really want to make it about like, all right, company take half and the other half is burned. How many people wouldn't like 2,000 DEC is how much it costs to for me to make a tournament, right? Before the prices even. So I don't know. I just feel like people would potentially participate in that. I don't know. It's a great idea.
Well, it's simple and it's a test. And this is giving secrets here, but what you do is you bring customers in at that entry level, right? And once they pay for something, generally you have their email address, right? Mm-hmm. They should have their email address. And if they don't, capture it when they can. But send them an email that says, hey, signed up for this season, good luck, and then send them another one that says, hey, this season ended and you finished here. You were 4 wins off of getting the next level. Why don't you go ahead and get this season, and then a link to buy. So then, and it's an automated email series. And so what that does is it takes the reminders of Splinterlands off of Hive, because the only reminders we have are pretty much peaked. I mean, you have Discord, and then you have the Splinterlands itself. Like Twitter a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I mean, you got to go on Hive or Discord to get information.
Agreed. And the thing is, Splinterlands does have everybody's email because you're required to sign up with an email, aren't you?
I mean, I think so. I get the gold foil press, randomly every couple of weeks, months.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever because I have multiple accounts. I don't think I've ever been able to sign up with one without an email.
Look at who's here.
Oh man, I hadn't caught up on all the chat yet, so we're gonna have to skip ahead. Weirdbeard, man, Weirdbeard. I just want to say I hope you're doing well. I saw the message in Mav chat the other day. Yeah, man, it sounds like a rough week. So, but your eye looks better now, it seems.
But he has a point, right? There are lots of.
I missed what happened. I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Oh, he just said he was having some health issues the last couple of weeks.
Haven't we all? I mean, it's been a rough.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. So
I have to be honest, I feel pretty good. I'm not going to ride that train. I want to knock on wood and just.
Well, you know what? That makes me happy. Because at least someone does.
I didn't say great. I said pretty good, but pretty good is great in my eyes.
Yeah.
Weirdbeard says lots of possible revenue sources. Hard to do anything new at all with monkeys on our back.
Yep.
Are we the monkeys? Yeah. Well, hey,
I want it now.
There's so much to do, and the pile gets bigger every day. Well, we appreciate what you do, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know
We
you guys
are
working hard.
aware of the monkeys.
We are the monkeys, aren't we?
Flying monkeys.
No, he's talking. I
thought he was referring to us as the monkeys.
Yo, what's up, Skyler? No, I wouldn't land 1.5.
When 1.5 comes out, Weird Beard, like
Well,
recommend a company vacation. Like everybody's off for the same week. Just shut the whole company down.
Skyer, I have great news for you. Walking Keys had some inside information, and it is now coming out on August 29th, according to Walking Keys. So
No. He said August 28th, special release.
August 20th. It's actually releasing a day before the
29th. But I didn't say that. I didn't even say a date.
No, he didn't say a day. He just said August. So maybe sometime later this week. I'm 110% with Walking Keys. Fire all the land you own.
You got it. And I mean, again, I will have like 5,000 or 6,000 PP on 10 of my plots. I mean, that's five. Yeah, that's very little PP. But you know what? That little PP is getting action from day one.
Hey man, it's
I'm not touching it.
I know you better not touch it.
No. I mean, again, it's what
You got to pay for that, Darkestnyte.
There's no way that you'll be able to look at all that land anyway and just see it sitting there, right? Like somebody's gonna find some card to throw on there, right?
I'm telling you, that's how I feel. I honestly think when land comes out, we're going to get. Genk might be, a little high on his guess, but the more I think about it, I don't think he's that far off. It's going to be like 40.
You think 40%? I do. I hope so. I really, really do. It's just the whales scare me, and especially with the data that Tails was throwing around the other day, was it like 67 people own 55+% of land.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, well, okay, fine. There's
only
right.
150 regions, right?
Okay,
and about 67 people hold a region.
So actually, fine. That's you know what? Fine. To your point, if that 55% of land being held by those 67, if all those whales are saying that they're only going to turn on 5 to 10% of their land, that does leave 45% to all the little guys, and hopefully all the little guys
but
do
you
turn
also
their land
have
on.
people that are mixed in there that are like Aggro and Matt, and there's people that have cards that have.
You think Aggie's gonna run all of his land day one?
Yeah,
I don't know about day one, but over 30 day auto populate won't be available in 1.5. I don't think.
Oh damn!
I know.
I was just looking at the
manually insert
DEC.
your PP.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Anyway,
right?
you gotta choose the right slot for each one.
I think Darkestnyte's getting uncomfortable now.
No, I'm just listening.
It's not the size of the PP on the land. It's the size of the land on the PP.
Okay.
All right, Razor Games, what's up? Hello, everyone. Question: how much land is enough land? 2 plots, 1 plot together? I think that question should probably be reserved until 2.0, right?
No, it's a numbers game, man. The more plots you have, the better. You're going to need plots.
There you go. All right. Does the SPS our plots will generate come from the SPS pool? Yes. So that's all going to be redesigned. Sorry, Charlie, I kind of skipped this. Any educated guess on how much an average common land will produce per day? There's so many variables to that. It depends on how much production you're going to put on it.
Totems, like all that.
Yeah.
Some of mine with that, like I said, that 6,000 PP. I'm seriously looking at like 20. Not even like grain wise, just 20 grain, something like that.
Here's the thing: the APR could look stupidly high if for any reason SPS spikes, and then this is where we get the life spiral, right? Where all of a sudden everybody's burning SPS for DEC, everybody's buying SPS for that. The price of SPS starts to go up, and people are just like, oh shoot, I need to go and buy land and get started on land, because even just getting a small portion of the land pool now means that I'm getting, SPS at 5-10 cents, whatever it could hit. Updated my spreadsheet to push to get 96 plots working on day one. Wow, nice. That is out of 5 tracks. So look, see, even New Age is still under 20%.
Yeah, but that's day one. I'm saying 30 days.
Okay.
30 days is my window because, yeah, because there's going to be a lot of people like that. Like, there's no way if you have 5 tracks, you're just going to be able to sit there and manually load 500.
Yeah.
You know, and make sure you don't put in your cards that you play with and this and that. You know,
that's true. That's true.
But in 30 days, you'll be able to figure that out.
Aaron says, how about a wandering monster that travels the land and haunts random plots, making them occupied?
Love it.
I had this weird idea to have a land-based monster that could reduce the amount of DEC or something. But I'll have to think more about it. Y'all get Darkestnyte.
Oh, for the battle pass, one thing too there, I think one thing that would be cool is totem fragments.
Oh, okay. Does that not devalue them though for land? Maybe not. All right.
I mean, that's a good question.
TR says, correct. Company needs recurring revenues. They have nothing now. Having a store with skins and stuff is one step. The potion should be taken out of chests. They lost revenue on that to that too. Well, actually, they didn't. Only if you buy potions with credits, but if you buy with DEC, I think it gets burned. Brandon's in the house. Anyone else remember the daily quest to play a battle in a tournament?
Yes.
Wait, what?
That was awesome.
That used to be a thing?
Yeah. That was like that's about almost 3 years ago. I feel like
when you joined. All right, Flex Valley. All right,
people see a lot
good stuff there. Give Darkestnyte a medal. Personalized arena sounds great.
Yeah, dude.
What is the use of champion points? I don't know, but I hope they do something with it. Similar to hive badges.
SPS for during the year.
Yeah, you used to get SPS. Yeah,
that's true. They focus too much on land. There's so much potential revenue by adding these cosmetics. What exactly
and I think we'll get to those
the company's revenue sources now?
Yeah, well, I mean, you say they focus so much on land, but if you looked at it, I mean, it's almost 3 years since they did the pre-sale. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say they focus that much on land. They have over.
Well, they said they started working September or October last year, so it's only been about a year since they started.
Almost, yeah, and that's reasonable, right? So at least I think. Mm-hmm.
Icy Flow says it would only be a few thousand a month for the company at that price. I would expect $10 a month. Maybe.
You get people to start paying a little bit, and then one day they'll pay more.
No. Don't worry, land will eventually come. Patience is key. 1 year from now, we will not remember that there was a delay.
I agree 100%.
Just found out that I don't need DEC for land with Rooney, which is nice. Yeah, that's a huge benefit.
Wait. What was that?
Yeah, if you don't need to stake DEC on your land.
Really?
If you have a Rooney, you save that 50,000 DEC. Look at that smile.
Really?
It's so awesome because like a lot of people didn't know that too. I feel like I keep coming across people who are just finding out now.
That's dope. That's
so
awesome.
I guess that's my fault because I should have explained it better in the deep dive. Yeah, grab them. All right, Brandon says 48% is ambitious. If that happens, then right now every token and card is way underpriced. Brandon, start buying them up.
Yeah, but see, I don't see how it can't snowball. Now, unless they just don't deliver the product as they've told us, but we know it's going to be pretty basic. You're going to be able to put your cards, optimize each plot with the best cards you can, whatever totems or whatever you can. Put it on there and then just collect, right? It's going to be pretty simple. But people won't just be able to sit there and let it go. They're like, well, if I get this one card, I can get an extra 6,000 PP here in over a week. That's going to, and all of a sudden, like, it's going to snowball. And then people will see prices go up and then they're going to snowball in. It can pick up quick.
It's interesting. I just thought of what land really is. Land is really like the best wallet ever, right? Because your assets are actually doing something while they're on that land. If those cards are in my collection and not staked or being rented out, they're just sitting there.
They're just sitting there. That's true.
They're just sitting there.
Weird saying Battle Pass for sure contain totem fragments.
Nice.
Not if they're all common ones and very small amounts. If anybody buys multiple battle passes. Whoa, that's interesting. You could buy multiple battle passes on the same account. They should be earning a good amount of rewards and wouldn't devalue.
That'd be cool.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, a lot of these ideas should be documented.
I'm pretty sure
I'm sure Weirdbeard has them all.
Dude, he came on our show last year, and did like a 14-point PowerPoint.
Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember that.
Just blew me away. And so now I'm like, and he said it a dozen times where we have to deliver on land. It's been 3 years, and once that comes out, we're gonna focus on this other stuff.
So this is kind of where I'm at, where I'm almost getting like bearish on land 2.0, even though I know that's where we're trying to go. It's like you said something earlier, Keys, where it's like 1.6 is really what 1.5 should have been. So I can understand the team trying to like focus and get all that stuff out, because people were expecting it even way back in June with the first land release date, ETA. But beyond that, I would much rather get a lot of these cool game modes and different things added in before land 2.0. Now maybe my mind will change if 1.5 comes out and it's awesome and it gets the flywheel running, and I'm just like, you know what, screw it, like all full steam ahead on land. Like
nobody touch anything.
Yeah, nobody touch anything. Just like let's just keep working on land. But at this point, I'm still wanting more out of the traditional card game to keep me engaged. Because I'll be honest, I mean, land. Here's the thing: land could be awesome and amazing, and even if land were to shoot SPS to 50 cents or $1, I would still only come in and spend a couple of minutes tending to my land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's not much to do with land outside of that. So to me, what keeps me on the website is the trading card game. So
yeah, and I think that's the beauty of land truly, is that we're getting like this beta version right now where we can just start working it. We're not being able to play the game. We're just start working it to get stuff.
Accumulation.
Yeah, just start just building a little bit. And I do think you're right. After 1.6, we might get like a 1.7 sometime in like March or something, but I don't expect 2.0 for at least a year from right now.
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a minute. And I think it should be a little while, because to whoever's comment that was, we're doing is focusing on land. Land isn't for everybody in the game, unfortunately. It's a different thing, but it helps everybody in the game as a card sync, as DEC sync, and it helps in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. So that helps the card game. But after 1.6 is out, then it's like, hey, let's focus on, we need to get the new player experience going. And the best way to do that is add new game modes that they can learn and play and grow. And it helps the current players here, like you said, after sound, keeping you active and engaged and coming back. And new things are fun, new skins, stuff like that. It's fun. It's just different. Each day you're like checking things to see what's new, or see what you've accumulated, like you did when the reward cards changed. Everybody was checking every single day. Oh, I got 2 of this one. For like 2 months, people were checking all that and really excited. So we need more of that again, and I think it's coming. But we got to get land out of the way.
It's just so a big part of that, though, I think, would be setting proper expectations, right? Something we've talked about here a lot. So as it stands right now, the current white paper for land says 2.0 in Q1 of next year.
That's impossible. Like, we know that.
Well, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's like if we can get ahead of it, like I would rather the team come out and say like, hey, we're going to punt this 6 months because we're going to work on X, Y, and Z, right? All these cool ideas Weirdbeard has, that's what we're going to work on, because that's what people want to see. Like I'd be okay with that, but it's just make sure people aren't expecting land in Q1, right? Just here's the thing. Put it in Q3, and if they get to it sooner, then great. But I'd rather be.
Yeah, but nobody's reading the white paper. Come on. I'm just.
Well,
I am.
I'm just kidding. It's a standing commitment, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then don't post it anywhere. I guess just say
no,
TBD.
But that's what the white paper's for, is laying out your roadmap. And when they laid that out in January of last year, then a year from then, a year and a couple months, that could have been a proper timeline, because they thought June was the time when land was coming out. So I could see that, but they do need to tell us that, hey, it's going to change for whatever reason. But I think the company's greatest area of opportunity right now is in expectation management.
No, said like a
an actual corporate guy.
Yeah, so like it sounded super corporate. All right, sorry, I'm an idiot. I was understanding multiple battle passes incorrectly. So this makes way more sense. Thanks, Weird.
That would be cool though, like a multiplier.
That would be actually. I wonder if Land 2.0 from a dev perspective would be that time consuming.
Yes, it will.
It seems like it. I mean, I know, like, I love Farp, and he keeps talking like I don't want to say a big game, but he's just like, they did so much of the foundational work in 1.5, but I just can't imagine, especially from like a creative standpoint.
What else is he going to say? It's taking forever.
No, I know.
Hey, just remember, everything is aspirational.
I'm saying that from like a creative side, it's 50 plus resources now, so they got to come up with all the different assets and pages and work sites and buildings and all that. So I just feel like there's going to be bottlenecks that they're not really anticipating.
Well, and I mean, I think 2.0, like I said, there's going to be like a 1.7. There's going to be like a 1.75. There's going to be an 8.0, and then they'll do like an 8.2.
An 8.2. I can't wait.
Like a 1.
I can't wait until land 8.2.
1.82. Like
1.82.
Yeah. So what I mean is they're going to have like different iterations where they're going to upgrade and put stuff out leading up to what 2.0 will be, I imagine. So land will be a constant evolution.
I was going to say, wake me up for land 8.2.
So clearly you're bullish, long-term bullish, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
that was a long pause.
Neutral?
No, I just there's a lot hinging on land, man. It's a big bet.
I mean,
so and
what are you trying to get at, Darkestnyte? Yeah.
So that's the thing. There's a question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Just given where we are now, what things would you recommend that we do? Right, while we're waiting for land, should we be looking on the marketplace every day for super cheap buys? Should we be looking for those gold foils? Like, what good moves are there out there?
Go play Baldur's Gate to avoid the salt.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that too. Right? That's a strategy, right?
I know.
Just hold, right? Hold. Don't do anything.
Yeah, just hold.
Wait till land. What kinds of things are you doing?
Well, I think selling what you can right now is wise, because you get a 30% increase on that value when DEC spikes, or whatever, 20%. So if I sell a card for $5 right now, that card's going to be worth $6 when DEC spikes, or that amount of DEC is going to be worth $6 when it spikes. So if I have some extra things sitting in my deck right now because collection power doesn't matter anymore, sell it. Just even if it's 50 cents, sell some of the little stuff and just accumulate DEC, because I think that's something we know. Out of anything that can pop, that will be the one that pops first.
Yeah. And
it may not go to $1. SPS may not spike, but it may, or not $1, but to peg. But it could get close, and if it gets close, then that DEC value is going up. So I do think accumulating DEC by selling cards is pretty wise right now. And then I also think going off chain and not off chain, just doing something else and not being focused on it, or being so focused you're really breaking down what you need for land and know exactly. Go on Peak Monsters. They have an excellent land calculator. Put on what you have. Like, I've mapped all mine out on my little sheet here. I got a whole bunch of notepad. Each plot has their own little thing. I'm making like scribbled notes, and I took my top 5 plots and really laid out what I'm doing on those. So each day I'm trying to find opportunities to try to increase the PP on those. So that's actually what boggles my mind a little bit, Keys. I mean, to your point, it's hard for me to understand why people left over the summer, like why they completely sold out of their positions.
because it's like this game allows for you to bot your account, right? And sure, in July you would have had to switch it over to Wild, but it's like,
it's still pretty good. It's still good.
Yeah,
but it's just like, if you know land is coming. Like, here's the thing: and maybe this is more so me being curious. Like, what opportunities did other people see that they jumped on, that they had to sell everything at a massive loss and try to jump on this other train? Because back in June, we knew. I don't want to say new, right? Because you could still be right, Darkestnyte, maybe land 2024, but right, we knew that land should come out at some point within the next 6 months. Why not just bot your account, go put your mind on something else, and then come check back in every couple of months? You know what I mean?
Well, it's a game, and so they're inherently at some level, for Darkestnyte, it's higher than others, but there's an entertainment level to the game. Like the money you invest to the game, you're not just investing in money, you're actually investing in a community, in a game, and you're playing and you're engaged. And if that gets old, or the bots keep beating you, or you're not growing like you want to do, and it's not fun anymore, leaving is not necessarily the worst option, because they're here for entertainment. So they paid the money to entertain. If they took a loss, it's just wrapped up in their entertainment costs. Because if they're not going to spend the time there, they're going to take that money and put it where they are going to spend some time. Because to them, it's not just strictly an investment. So, hey, I can wait out this bear market. Let me go and put a bot on it, sit back and relax for a while. To them, it's like, hey, I'm put, $1,000 into this game. It's a lot of fun. And then it's not that much fun anymore. Let me take my $600 and go do something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this part, to each their own, right? It's just, for me, it just felt like land, and so, not just land, but like so much was just around the corner. And in a game where you don't have to show up every day to still get rewards, like it didn't make as much sense to me. But
again, everybody has their own reasons, right? That's
sure.
The thing, right? So in a way, these factors that we can never even see.
Yeah, but let's take the trust of the team. If you don't trust this team, right? And you've seen, and you're not in the broader crypto market, right? You're in this game, and that's it. You've seen your assets go from wherever it was where you came in down to wherever it is now, and things get delayed, and you're excited, and things keep getting pushed back. Who can fault them for being like, man, I'm getting out? How do they have the knowledge of where this is going? Like, just in land, I can see the brilliance of Matt. I understand what he's doing, and he's freaking brilliant. So in a way, I'm betting on his brilliance. Like, it's a gamble in a sense, But for a lot of people that left, I think part of it was their entertainment. They didn't get the entertainment, and sometimes Discord can be a little toxic. So
a little.
I mean, I don't know. I don't spend any time there, but
you missed it.
I can see why
they're
people
making
leave.
bingo cards for the town hall tomorrow with buzzwords we've heard before.
I made a bingo game today.
Did you really?
I did. It's called Golf Cart Bingo.
All right, let me catch up on chat, and then let's wrap up, because I know it's late for you guys on the East Coast, and it's Sunday night, but appreciate y'all for being here. All right, so Skyer's still checking in every day. Chest o'clock can't be missed. Yeah, it's 7:00 p.m. for me.
Oh, I got something great that happened today. I maxed out dry bone rate. My dry bone.
Good.
What'd you say?
My dry bone raider, I think it's called. Yeah.
He maxed that thing out.
Yeah. Sorry.
I wonder how.
So you have a maxed reward card now?
I do.
He has a bunch, actually.
Yeah, but first legendary. That's the
first legendary. Yeah.
So.
Gold?
No, not gold.
Okay. See, I only have one BCX of that, so that you can see how far behind I am.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Land 4.2 will be dope. Literally, can't wait. A year from now, we'll be sitting at, dude, if we were at $1 SPS next year, if we're at $1 SPS a year from now, you realize we're doing this show
from Manila.
In the Philippines next year.
I think we need to hedge expectations a little bit.
Oh no, that's a commitment.
Oh,
no, not about Philippines. About SPS being at $1.
No. I'm not. I mean, this is not my prediction. This is just Skyer's prediction. But I'm saying that if the prediction were to come true, we did say at 75 cents we would be going to Manila. So if we are sitting at $1 a year from now, that means that we would be already in Manila. Yeah, Manila trip is there. All right.
I will not go. I apologize.
It's okay. We'll zoom you in. Armored Core 6 released to play with mechs.
That's pretty cool.
Never played that before. That sounds cool. All right. Got some stuff from Weirdbeard, guys. Everybody listen up. So he says, I wish players in the meantime would just stop arguing. There are a lot of places where productive conversations can be found, but goddamn, just makes it so much harder to come in every day. So then it's the symptom of developing. Can't we all just get along? All right. So to continue, he says it's the symptom of developing a community of people who are only chasing ROI. They were never interested in the entertainment. They needed to be making as much money as possible, and that's the focus. Yeah, I really thought that we were starting to wash out a lot of those folks, but
yeah, but it's inherent in Web3.
It's inherent with a crypto game, isn't it?
Yeah,
to a certain extent.
And it's the best advantage. It's why, I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think that in the long run I'm going to win. You know?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't just play a game. Like, no offense to anybody.
Yeah, no, none taken.
General.
I personally think I've been a terrible influence on Darkestnyte. I think Darkestnyte was like pure gamer before, and then now he's like, I need more Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to sell some SPS.
Yeah, you know what?
But speaking of Discord, though, it amazes me how many team members are in Discord. You know, like talking and like Discord is the most distracting thing ever.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I would literally like. I think less employee interaction in Discord would be better.
I agree.
I mean, just not during your work hours. Do it afterwards. If you want to read that stuff, read it. But if not,
it's demoralizing.
And just let one or two people handle it.
It just sucks. Like I can't imagine the amount of stress from like the actual work environment and doing all the things that you need to do. But then, like, how many times have you had to like not just deal with your team and your boss and deadlines, but then you got to see like your customer base just shitting on you constantly.
Yeah, and it's worse than Twitter because Twitter, most of those people are just faceless people, but here it's all of the IGNs that you play against every day. You know, like, so
oh crap, that guy's still pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, I honestly think that people would get pissed, but. Turn Discord off for a month and just see what happens.
You know, but some people, and this is what I told.
I'm kidding.
No, I know.
Would have a heart attack.
People would have a heart attack. But here's the thing. Like one of the reasons that I think I've stuck with the game is just because there's so much engagement opportunity available, and there's just such an engaged community there. You go to the town halls all the way down to like random Discord channels. So if you start taking that away, I don't know. I feel like people check out.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. Charlie says that sell-off over the summer helped those who stayed. Add a lot of Untamed and Dice. Ooh, Darkestnyte just added an Untamed card today, or Dice card today. Darkestnyte was right. Land 2024. Brandon says, why did some leave? It wasn't fun anymore, and the community kept people around. Started turning on itself. Smart money folks in this game can do well. Yeah. Fair enough. Latest fit for Coinbase Bureau says discuss NFT gaming. All right, cool. Splinter's position itself nicely. All right, I think we're mostly caught up here. So, in the interest of time, and to be respectful of both of your gentlemen's time, any final thoughts? We can just go around the horn real quick. Darkestnyte, if you want to go first, and then Walking Keys.
Yeah, just kind of keep going back and forth, right? Some days I'm a little bit more salty, some a little less. But overall, still doing things I have been doing for the last 3 years, right? Playing pretty consistently.
Congrats on Double Champ, by the way.
Why, thank you. And that means a lot to me, right?
Baller.
Yeah, that means a lot to me, right? So, I mean, if it didn't, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So I think that's a good thing that I'm still focused on those elements of the game.
And how about you, Walking Keys?
Yeah, just want to say that to the team of Splinterlands, you all just keep doing what you're doing. There's a lot of us out here really rooting for you. And that, I mean, even me, when things I don't necessarily agree with or whatever, I try to be respectful and not bash, because I think that's important. And especially as whatever influence spot that we have sitting in on YouTube talking about this game, I think it's important that we conduct like we just did. I mean, we had a great discussion and didn't call anyone out for anything. I think it was really good. So good luck to the team. I hope they can wrap this up soon, but take the time you need to make it good.
Yeah. Remember to take some time for yourselves too.
I was just gonna say Darkestnyte. I think it was your point, or maybe it was Walking Keys earlier, but it's just like once land is out and 1.5 is stable,
get out of here. Go.
I think it'd be great for the team to like literally just shut everything off for a couple of days. Like just don't come on Discord, don't do anything. Just everybody just chill out.
Just you gotta reset after a major goal.
Man.
Get the
this
work.
Has been one of the most difficult times.
See, I can always tell when he's joking.
This has been one of the most difficult times. I think that they should take the time off. And then when they come back, then yes, give us the
charge. You feel good. You feel appreciated.
I wish there was something the community could do to kind of. I mean, but the problem is we can't send them like a muffin basket because they all work remotely. Like we'd have to send like 50 muffin baskets.
Tell you what, make a cool LAN promo card. We'll all buy it, and that'll be what. There you go.
LAN promo. Oh, Woody, thank you for the super sticker, man. Appreciate you coming in right here at the end of the stream. Oh, you're gonna get Walking Keys dance. I have to come up with a bubble machine and.
Bubble machine is getting moved around. I'm moving everything around.
Yeah.
You know what though? Just for you, I'll do the manual bubbles. How about that?
Oh, I do have a bubble gun. I should.
Oh, really? So I have nothing.
Yeah, I should.
I have one of those dollar guns. I just don't have dollars.
Yeah.
I'll do virtual bubbles next time.
There you go, virtual bubbles. Appreciate all three of you guys and your streams. Woody, we appreciate you. Everybody who's here, we appreciate you guys hanging through. It hasn't been the easiest summer of Splinterlands. Not by any means. It's very different from the one we had last summer, but I think we're right around the corner from more exciting times. So that should be good.
We're right around a corner.
Right around a corner. We'll see what happens. 2-week vacation for the team. No town hall. No town square. No contact. Nothing come out.
Yeah, gone. Go. Go.
No. What are you all saying? Get the work.
Get the work done. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end the show here. Appreciate y'all. The town hall, which I think Matt is not going to be on. I think he confirmed he will not be on. Is in less than 12 hours from now. So hope to see you all there.
You're gonna do it X Spaces?
Get your bingo cards ready. Yeah, do you want to do a Twitter or X Space tomorrow?
Oh, that sounds just terrible.
X Space?
Yeah, sounds like a porn group. Oh, wait, can I say that? No, I don't say that.
If you had 3 of them, it would.
Oh, okay. I won't say it.
3 X's.
Got it.
And 2 is a beer. 1 is Twitter.
Oh,
2 is a beer. Oh, that's right.
Dos Equis.
And
got it.
All right, yeah, we'll plan something for tomorrow. I don't know. Just let me know what your schedule's like. Darkestnyte.
We'll do.
Figure it out. All right, peace.